Hey guys, this is Jason Morris with Real Estate Agents That Really Work. So you know what? Today I want to break down follow up with you because I feel like this is the most part of this is the biggest part of the your sales cycle, or it should be the biggest part of your listing cycle, sales cycle, buyer's cycle. I mean, follow up is your business. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Follow up is your business, and look at, and that's why I created that funnel. That's the little thumbnail for this YouTube video. I mean, look at it. You got the green lines. You got that's all your people going in. Now these are your people like your edX leads, your ZBuyer leads, your for sale by owners. Whatever you're doing, your circle prospecting, your geo leads. This is all your leads. You're all going in. I made that whole area gray. Basically, once your leads go in, your only job is to follow up with them. And I mean, this is real follow up. And I mean, all of you guys have seen the meme that goes around about sales follow up and stuff. It says 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 25% of salespeople make a second call and then they just stop. 12% of salespeople make a third call and then they just stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 calls. And now think about that. Only 10% make more than 3 calls. This is sales in general. This isn't just the real estate industry. Real estate industry is probably lower than this. I mean, I'd be surprised if five percent make more than 3 calls. And this is 3 points I want to make real quick. I mean, first of all, the real estate industry, these numbers are probably high that I just gave you. And the thing that we need to learn as real estate agents and that we need to stop doing is these auto drip spam campaigns. These don't follow. These do not fall under the category of follow up. They fall under the category of spam usually. I mean, you guys think about it. I mean, I see so many agents. They go, oh, "I want to use a drip campaign. I want to use a drip campaign," and they dump them into a drip campaign, and they haven't even looked at all the emails that go through the drip campaign. They don't even know what's going on there. So how you have to, if you're going to use a canned one, if you're not going to use a can, well, if you're going to use a canned one, you need to go through it and you need to customize it. You need to customize whatever your drip campaign is for the lead source that you are putting in that drip campaign. I mean, me personally, I feel like we need to just get rid of drip campaigns altogether. I mean, that's why when I built my follow up app, Follow Up Master, I got rid of drip. I didn't put drip campaigns in it. I didn't want you to have 10 auto texts that get sent to these people automatically, because what happened is you'd put them in there, you'd forget about the whole thing. You wouldn't even adjust these auto texts to go out to specifically follow up with their situation. You know. And by the way, my app is it's in the Android Google Play Store now. Just look at Jason Moore's follow up app. Number two, the thing I find about these statistics is absolutely mind blowing. Is real estate agents will spend hundreds of dollars a month, thousands of dollars a month sometimes, and they'll leave 2 voicemails, and then they go, "Hey, these are bad leads." They're not bad leads. You're a bad salesperson, and you're not good at following up with people. You called them twice in the middle of the day. You left them a voicemail that said, "Hey, let me come list your house," and then you didn't follow up anymore. I mean, you got to use common sense. More than if you're calling at 11 o'clock in the morning, more than likely these people are at work. If you're calling at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, more than likely these people are at work. You know, if you're not getting them on the phone at 11, maybe you need to try 2, and try 5:30, 6 o'clock. More than likely, if you're not getting people on the phone, you're calling at a time that they are at work or a bad time for them. Number three, buying or selling the home is one of the most expensive transactions a person will make. So think about this. How often will you put off a telemarketer selling you something that you actually want to buy that's really a minor purchase, that's something like $50 a month, or less? I mean, I've put off so many telemarketers for stuff that I really wanted, stuff that I really wanted to buy, and it, really wasn't a major person or major decision. So, I mean, the sales cycle with real estate is longer just because that person that came through 6 months ago and came through your site 6 months ago, that person, it isn't that, oh, that was 6 months ago, that's over now, they've already bought or sold. No, sometimes 6 months ago, that person was just starting to look. That person was just starting to get their stuff together to get everything on track to buy. So now this is the rest of the study, and I don't know where this study come from, but the first time I saw it, it was Grant Cardone was talking about it. The rest of the study, 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Only 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. Over 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. So what this means is that when you get a lead, whether you get a good for sale by owner lead that's coming through RedX, expired leads coming through RedX, you get Z buyer leads, and especially Z buyer leads, you need to just go ahead and put in your mind that you need to make a minimum of 12 contacts. 80% of sales are made the 5th through the 12th contact. If you're not making at least 12 follow-up contacts, then you are losing business. I promise you. And here's the thing. The sales cycle is a little bit longer, and that's one of the reasons why in the follow-up app I set an end date so you can follow up with somebody for 2 months or 3 months. But basically, what it does is it automatically emails you, and that's why I created this app, because I didn't want to lose a person. I wanted to be able to make notes real easy. I want to do it without having to log into a bulky CRM. I want to be able to do it when I'm on the road, because I'm always going somewhere. I've always got an appointment in the afternoon. And typically, if you talk to somebody at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the first time, more than likely, they're going to be home every day about 2 o'clock. And if you're not calling them, if you're doing your follow-up at 10 o'clock in the morning and you're not getting them, that's why. They're probably not at home. They're probably at work. They got something going on. They're not sitting around waiting on you to call them. That's the thing we forget. None of these people are sitting around waiting on us to call. So what I did was I set up this app so that it would text you. And it's got, for you guys that signed up early, it's got text alerts now. So it texts you and says, hey, you need to follow up with, Mr. Seller number 2 or whatever you name him, again. So, think about these numbers, and I want you to ask yourself this one question here. If you're not doing the kind of business that you want to do, but you've got some solid lead sources, you're doing expireds, you're doing for sale by owners with RedX, and you're doing ZBuyer, you're doing whatever else it is, but you got some solid lead sources out there. You got plenty of leads and numbers and stuff coming in, and you're just not really doing the business you want to do. You need to ask yourself, are you how well, number one, are you following your schedule and actually setting time aside to follow up these leads? But the number one question you need to ask yourself is, how many times are you really following up with a prospect before you're actually giving up with them? Are you calling them one time and leaving a voicemail that didn't have, voicemail just says, please leave a message for the subscriber or whatever it is, and you're going, oh, wrong number, left a message for them, they didn't call me back. If this is what you're doing, then that is why you're not doing the sales. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Every now and then I leave voicemails, because if you don't leave a voicemail, you're not going to get a call back. But I do leave voicemails on every call that I make. But I also go through and I leave I follow up massively. So guys, hey, look, if you want to try my app, Follow Up Master, just go to jasonmorrisfollowupmaster.com. You click on the Android or iPhone logo, and you can download it. Right now, it's in the Google Play Store. You can go just search Jason Morris Follow Up app, and you can find it there. So and you get a free 30-day trial. So guys, if you're needing a lead source, hey, RedX is offering to waive their $150 setup fee if you just tell them that I sent you or that you're in my group. ZBuyer also gives a 20% discount. Just call them up, say, hey, Jason Morris from Real Estate Agents That Really Work sent me. He told me there was a discount. And anyway, guys, I will talk to you soon.